Hi, I'm the Education Dragon, and today I'm going to be talking about eating disorder. Well, my eating disorder and my experience so far. I'm now 22 years old, and I'm going through similar things. Well, not similar things, but similar symptoms of what I did as a teenager is coming back to me. It started a few months ago, around Christmas time. Um, I went to my mum's at Christmas, and when she was like dishing up the Christmas dinner and all that, I had quite a big portion on my plate, but I thought maybe she gave me the wrong plate and it was meant to be a partner's plate, but she ended up giving it to me. But when there was some leftover food, she asked everyone, she even included me, she was like, oh, do you want this? And I was like, no, I'm okay, I'm pretty okay with what I got because it's quite a lot. And I said, I won't be able to eat all this anyway, it's going to be quite filling. And even though I said no, and everybody else said no, they were fine, she came back to me and she scraped it on my plate and said, you need it. And that is what triggered me, I think. I don't know why. I really don't. I mean, I've had a distorted image of myself before all this anyway, but I was fine with my eating and putting on a little bit of weight, stuff like that, but that comment she made at Christmas time is what triggered me now. I started going back to excessive exercise, get really upset when my favourite pair of jeans weren't fitting anymore, they were getting tight. I stopped eating for days on end, but I'm not sure if that was a part of my depression, but they work hand in hand, I guess. If you don't eat, your mental state gets bad and you're drained of energy, blah blah blah. But it's got a bit bad into I was abusing laxatives, and now I make myself sick sometimes, and I've relapsed self-harming. I think these are the early warning signs that if you're a friend concerned about another friend, or concerned about a family member, etc., or you're concerned about yourself, here are the early warning signs that you should look out for. Number one, are they exercising out of the blue randomly at random times at night alone? 2, are they avoiding food or even hiding food or going to the bathroom straight after eating some food? Number 3, are they keeping a chart of their goal weight? For example, these are these little diaries I made when I noticed I started getting bad again. Like little... Right. So it goes weight, meals, and then exercise. Right, and then 11th for the first 18, I was 8 stone, which is 50 kilograms. And the meals I had that day, 6:30 p.m. So I had nothing for breakfast the whole morning, nothing. 6:30 p.m., which would be dinner, pasta with vegetables, and then so I've got a calorie counter on my phone. I'm not sure what the calories were, because obviously I deleted the app now. And then the exercise I did that day was half an hour of dance and cardio workout, and then 2 minutes of sit-ups and 2 minutes of push-ups. So obviously that's when my eating disorder started up again, and I can't really do a lot of sit-ups or push-ups because I've been sitting on my ass all these years, sort of thing, so I've not got much stamina. Keeping a chart on how much exercise they're doing and how much calories they've burned off from doing that exercise is a big symptom. So especially when they exercise, try and burn all them calories off, or they abuse laxatives to get, or they make themselves sick. Altered body image. I like grabbing bits of yourself that you don't like and calling yourself names in your head, like, or looking in the mirror and just seeing nothing but horrible things that are not really there. Like if you're seeing yourself as fat in the mirror, but really you're skinny. Alright, that's a disordered body image. I'm pretty sure that's dysphoria, something like that, along them lines. No, I do that a lot. I try to avoid the mirror now, but because brushing your hair or brushing your teeth or doing your makeup is really hard not to avoid mirrors, because I need a mirror to put on my makeup. People say I don't need it, they are lying. But that's another thing. Like when people say, "Oh, you're pretty, you don't need makeup, you're beautiful," I'm just like, bitch, please, have you seen what's under this? Yeah, that's distorted body image. And your friends and family. I've only told one family member at my family, but the first person I went to or spoke to about my struggles was my boyfriend's mum. I didn't tell her face to face, it came out over a text. I can't remember what we were talking about, but I mentioned something about I was struggling to eat, and she asked me, if you don't mind me asking, what do you mean that you're struggling to eat? And I just poured it all out over a text about how I've been struggling and stuff like that. So she was the first person I told. And then, like, a couple of hours or a day after, I spoke to the Beat line, which is a eating disorder help line, I believe it is. I'll put it in the description below if you're interested, or you want to talk to someone and you're not sure who. I'll provide some organisations in the description for you all. Yeah, I spoke to them about the struggles, and they said, like, I should talk to someone I trust and love and stuff like that to before my doctor's appointment, so they can come with me for moral support, because that really, it helps to have a support circle around you in this difficult time, and it really does, because things can get messy if you block everybody out and push people away. Trust me on that. This damn illness nearly costed me my relationship. Like my nearly 5-year relationship. I'm engaged to him. I've been engaged nearly 2 years this May, and been with him for 5 years this May. And it nearly cost me a relationship because I pushed him away. I went distant. I wouldn't talk. He'd ask me what's wrong, and I'll be like, "Oh, nothing's wrong." And then I used to act all pissy because he used to, like, not push further. He just used to, like, "Oh, okay." And then I was just like, "What the hell?" Things can get really messy if you don't talk to people, because they care about you, they love you, right? They want to help you, and in order for them to help you, you have to talk, right? You have to. Right, so yeah, talk to someone you trust, right? And also ask if they're free to go to the appointment with you if you can't, or unless you're like under 16 or whatever and you have to have your actual parent or guardian with you. But if you're over 16, talk to a friend, sister, boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever. Alright, just have that support around you. But yeah, I told my boyfriend the day after I spoke to the B helpline, and that really helped, and he really reassured me, and he came to my first appointment with me. He didn't come in the actual room, but he waited in the waiting room, and just knowing he was there was really helpful. And I've just told people I love and I trust for like my panic attacks, but this helps. I keep these in front of my mirror, so I have a little affirmation. Affirmation is when you look into the mirror and look at yourself and say positive things about yourself, or say positive things to yourself, like, "Oh, I got up today, good for me," or, "Oh, I like my hair, I like my eyes, I like my bum, I like my boobs." whatever, something positive. I made this one myself, and it says, I am a positive thinker. I believe in myself. I can do anything I put my mind to. Like, boost my mental energy, I guess you could say. It's like, say, or you can even add to it yourself, think positive. Alright, say it to yourself, say it out loud. And then this one I have in front of my mirror as well. Sometimes I keep it in my purse. And it's called Stop, with 2 P's at the end. It stands for take a breath, observe, pull back, practice what works. So observe, stop first, then take a breath for T. O, observe, what am I thinking? What am I reacting to? What am I feeling in my body? Pull back, put some in perspective, see the bigger picture. Is this fact or opinion? How would someone else see this? Then practice what works. What's the best thing to do for me, for others, for the situation? So I use this mainly when I have a panic attack, but when I'm having these thoughts about my weight or, having a distorted body image episode, I look at this and, I think, how would I talk to someone else if they were in my position? Like, if someone came up to me and said, oh, I look fat, like, I don't like myself, what would I say to them? And, yeah, those are a few things that might help you, I'm not sure. But, yeah, my advice is talk to people around you that care about you and that you care about them. Go to your doctor, talk to them, and make yourself an affirmation to speak to yourself in the mirror. Like, you can find some online, or you could even make one your own. But yeah, but always remember that you're beautiful, no matter what your brain is telling you. Your brain is lying to you. You're not fat, you're not ugly, you're not flabby, your stretch marks aren't ugly, you're just none of those things. You are a beautiful human being, and you deserve to be happy. So yeah. I am gonna go now. This is a long video to edit. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye!